Hello everyone, my name is Rezki Ramadhani. My student number is 63250137 and I'm from class 63 1A13. Today I'd like to share my opinion about smoking in campus area. In my opinion, smoking inside the campus should be strictly prohibited. Smoking has many negative effects, not only for the smokers but also for everyone around them. Cigarettes contain harmful chemicals that can cause serious health problems, such as lung cancer, heart disease, and breathing difficulties. For non-smokers, secondhand smoke is dangerous too. It affects people who don't smoke but still have to breathe the same air. However, I understand that some people find it difficult to quit smoking immediately. Because of that, I think providing a small smoking area outside the main buildings could be a reasonable compromise. It keeps the campus environment clean and healthy, while giving smokers a place where they won't disturb others. Now I will tell you the usage of modal in request word. And this is my name, my student number, and my class. First, introduction. In everyday communication, we often need to ask others to do something for us. However, the way we ask can sound either polite or rude, depending on the words we choose. That's why we use modal verbs. They help us make requests sound more polite. What is a request? A request is when someone asks another person to do something. For example, can you help me? Could you pass the salt? Why use modals in requests? We use modals in requests to sound more polite and less direct. Saying, give me your pen can sound very rude, but could you lend me your pen, please? Sounds much nicer and more respectful. Modals help us express politeness without changing the main meaning of our sentence. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are used to add more information to the main verb. They are always followed by the main verb in the infinitive form without to. Also, modal verbs don't change their form. It means you don't add s, ing, or add to them. For example, can she come over? It is correct, but can't she come over or can she comes over? That's incorrect. The common modals used in requests: more formal, would, could, might. Might is for offers. And less formal, we have will and can. Affirmative questions with modals of request. We form affirmative questions by placing the modal first, then the subject of the question, finally the verb in its base form. Modal plus subject plus verb. For example, would you like something to drink? Could you take a look at my homework? Will you give me my money back? And can you buy me a soda? Using would you mind? Would you mind plus verb ing. When we want to make a polite request in English, we can use the phrase would you mind? For example, would you mind passing me that book? Would you mind turning down the TV? Would you mind being more quiet? Would you mind shutting the window? Using please. When using modals of request, we can place please either after the subject or at the end of the sentence to make the sentence more polite. Example, would you please shut the door? Would you shut the door, please? Could you please take our order? Could you take our order, please? Next, negative questions. If when we using models of request, we like to ask someone not to do something, we can place not before the verb. Example, would you not speak so loudly? Could you not smoke here? Will you not spend all the money? Can you not make much noise? Next, answering requests. We can answer requests using short answers. Short answers have a very simple structure. To answer affirmatively, we use yes, and then we add the appropriate subject pronoun and the modal verb can or will. To give a negative reply, we use no, appropriate subject pronoun and modal verb can't. The examples: would or could or can or will. Will you come with me to the store? Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Or no, I can't. No, I won't. To make a refusal sound more polite, we can add I'm sorry to the answers. For example, I'm sorry, but I can't. Next, making offers. When we offer to do things, we use the modal verbs can, would, could, may. Could I offer you a beverage? Can I bring you something to drink? May I take your order? Would you like a beverage? Next, invitation. When we invite someone to our home to do something, we use would, could, will, or can. Would you like to come over tonight? Could you come early? Will you come to the movies with us? Can you come home early tonight? Next, ordering food. When the waiter wants to ask about our preference, he'll use the phrase, would you like? Would you like sauce with that? Or when we ordering at a restaurant, we can use the following phrases like, I would like the fish. Can I have the beef? I'll have chicken. Using might. Might is rarely used in daily conversation, but it can appear in very polite or tentative requests. It shows that you are unsure but still respectful. Might I borrow your umbrella? Might I ask you a question? It sounds old-fashioned, but still grammatically correct. Example for polite versus impolite requests. Could you close the door, please? Close the door. It sounds very impolite. And can I borrow your book? And the impolite, give me your book. This is common mistakes. When we use modal verbs, we never use to before the main verb because the modal verb is already helping the main verb, so it doesn't need it. Can you help me? It's correct, but can you to help me? It's wrong because we don't use to. So that's for me. Thank you so much.